Alright. So, I'm gonna try this again, because this is my second time making this video. Had to remake it because the audio sync issues with my capture card were bugging me, but now they're fine, so, yeah. So, basically, this is kind of, I guess, a tutorial for doing Sidehop back in time. And I'm just gonna go through, like, how I get to that point. And then whenever I finish explaining everything, hopefully I will get it whenever I demonstrate, and then I will do I guess quick one. I don't do back in time very quickly, but I do it quick, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. So, okay. Right there. You see that black line that's right next to this pink flower? So, like, right here, here's the pink flower. If you stand right here, there's a black line. Like, directly over his head. That's what I aim for whenever I'm walking in this direction. So, I walk up to that, set the rock down, and usually, I'll get about a 45-degree angled turn. So, set the rock down, and then I just kind of go like that. Now, once I do that, I hold down left, and it's going to cause me to go in the direction of the gate. So I roll till I bonk, and usually it will put me on the other side of the gate. And then, for this position, usually when I walk forward, he's already where I want him to be. Because if you look to the right of his neck, you can see, like, part of the structure that's, like, not the gate, but what the gate is, or what's holding the gate, I guess. Like that pillar structure. So, I usually just kind of like walk forward, and then what you're gonna do, this is my hand position. So, I have my ring finger on the A button, and then my index is ready to touch the D-pad up button for the item menu. And you wanna kind of like, my method for it is kind of like a rocking. It's the only way I can explain it, but I kind of shift from A to D-pad up, and that's my most consistent method. That's the best way that I've ever gotten Sidehop back in time, and this is actually the only method of back in time that I do. I don't know, I don't like safety bit. So, you're going to want to side hop, so you obviously hold the joystick left and hit A, and you kind of want a little bit of delay between the two inputs, or else you'll just roll like that. Obviously, I held the joystick up, but it's going to roll regardless. So, just whenever you're doing this, that's what you want to do. That is the exact thing you want to do. So, once you get that, you're going to do the combination of X, start, and B in that order. So you'll hold X, press start, and then press B. And hold that for about a couple seconds, and it'll usually work how you want it. Then you just, once that's done, you have a frame enough to do 2 rolls. But you can't spam A. You have to pretty much time it. And then once you do that, you have to void over there. And then that'll give you your HUD back. So once you get your HUD back, as soon as you spawn back here, just save, and then, well, you don't want to move. And then you'll just reset while it's saving, because there's only really just one frame where it saves, and then the rest of it is, I guess, just like a safety thing. And then from there, you just kind of go. That's for any percent anyway. Or at least, that I know of. I'm sure there's probably something else that uses it, but, like, all dungeons. But, I'm gonna go ahead and erase this. I don't need to, but I'm going to, because after I finish this, doing something else. So, Now, I'm going to attempt to go through it quickly. So, we will see how it goes. And then this way, you'll be able to see my hand positions judging from like how I do it whenever I'm not trying to explain everything. Wow, please. Okay. Just come over here, line up with the black line. Set the rock down. Okay. Nope. I got it a frame early. So, in this game, you can't really buffer one frame. I mean, you can, but it's kind of silly and difficult. And not worth it. I'm gonna try one more time, and if I don't get it, then, yeah. But you guys get the general idea of what you need to do in order to get it. Keep getting the rupee. That's kind of cool. But, as far as this gate goes, this is probably the most consistent way that I've ever seen to get through it, as far as things that I do. I've kind of just picked up a general, area, like where I would go after I set the rock down and do my turn. So, there we go, that's the frame. That's what you want. So you're basically looking for, like, I guess, where his foot would technically arc. That you're kind of wanting to line that up with the rope. And that's supposed to give you the correct frame. So whenever you reset, you'll get back in time. Just make sure that the last button input that you put whenever you're resetting is the B button. That is key, because the B is going to bring you out of the item menu, and since you're already on the frame that you want to do back in time, you don't want to exit that frame before you have the other two inputs already put in. So technically you could do start X and B, but generally most people will do X, start, and B in that combination, or in that order. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, just give me a message and I will try and help you out.